Hey everybody, I'm Vinyll Thrash, as most of you know me by, and a couple of you wanted me to do a video about my NES and SNES. And for those of you that don't know what that is, because I know there was somebody posted they didn't know what that was, so I'm here to answer that question. The NES is the Nintendo Entertainment System, and it's one of the first game systems released by Nintendo, the same people that made the Wii, 3DS, what have you. It was released in, I'd have to say around mid-80s, something like that. I know in Japan it came out way earlier, and it was called the Famicom. And the SNES is, excuse me, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, which came out in the early 90s, around the time I was born. The graphics were a lot better, the cartridges were smaller, which here, I'm going to show you here. Here's a SNES cartridge, which is the later, and then here's the original NES. Here's what the cartridges look like for that. Alright, just like every game system, there's a game code enhancer, which right here is the Game Genie, which I own one. And what it does, it gives you codes, like cheat codes or something. It's always a good piece to have. And I have Mario Brothers 3 in there. Something I'm really proud of for the NES is my Legend of Zelda gold cartridge. I paid $5 for it at a flea market, which that's really cheap for this game for anywhere else I've seen this. A lot of you mentioned y'all like Mario, so let me look for it here. Let's see. Y'all just gotta bear with me. Oh, here we go. Here's Super Mario Brothers for the NES. Most of y'all remember it being with Duck Hunt, which I used to own that one, but I was fortunate enough to find Super Mario Brothers by itself, and I also found Duck Hunt by itself. Duck Hunt required the gun, which I have another game over here that also requires a gun. It's called the NES Zapper. It usually comes in gray or orange. Just take your pick, I guess. Super Nintendo, I have all three Donkey Kong countries, which that was a pain to find. But if you get a hold of it, all three of these games are fun. I have the third Zelda game ever made, which I have the first three anyways. Of course, like I showed you, the gold cartridge, the second one, which is the Adventure of Link, and the third one, which was the first one for Super Nintendo, the only one for Super Nintendo, the Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. So let's get out of all three of them. Castlevania and Dragon Warrior, those are two really expensive games, depending on where you go. Super Nintendo also had a game code enhancer, had a cheat code enhancer, my bad. It's quite a piece to have in your collection if you're into collecting this kind of thing. I have two NES games in their box, not brand new. That'd be cool if it was, but I think Heroes of the Lance, and I think I have instruction books in there. Like Heroes of the Lance has the instruction book. Here it is. It's just a little. This is what you get right here. It don't even have the game console written on it. It's pretty straightforward though, Not too much detail put into it. It's just a plain Jane booklet. Ultima, I don't think I got its instruction book, but here you go. Nope, I don't. But yeah, even without the booklets, they're still pretty cool with just the box, and I mean, and seeing these in such good shape as well, how I found these. I mean, most I've seen literally crap put into boxes. Well, that was my NES and SNES collection. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want me to post more videos, just tell me and I will. I mean, ask me questions, I'll answer them in videos. I mean, I will do collection videos if y'all want me to. If y'all like this and all, y'all gotta excuse the quality of the video. It's on a phone, and the lighting in here ain't really the best in the world. But hope you enjoyed it. I'm Vinyll Thrash. There's a shout out to all my fellow collectors out there. But for now, Bro Hoof. Hello everybody, it's Vinyll Thrash again here for my second video. I'm hoping I've worked on the lighting issue. That's one of my issues. I'm pretty sure I fixed the angle issue. But I'm going to start out by asking a question. Has anyone heard the saying, you have to spend money to make money? Okay, well, before I get into that, I want to first off give shout outs to Raylene. She's an awesome friend ever since I started my Vinyll Thrash Facebook account. And I want to give a shout out to Vanessa Kendall for the great advice. When I get a computer, which whenever that's going to be, I will use that link you sent me, and then it will be I guess like you said, a media more than I can work on these videos, because I'm going to get tired of using a phone camera after a while. But anyways, I got I don't know if y'all can tell or not on the table, but I've got a few products on the table here, about 5 or 6, well technically 5, that's the way I look at it. And it's of SpongeBob SquarePants and Hello Kitty. Now, y'all see them, it's pretty obvious who they are. You can identify SpongeBob as SpongeBob, and of course Hello Kitty as Hello Kitty. Now, and the same goes with these. These are the same thing, SpongeBob and Hello Kitty. But recently I was at a pawn shop, and these were about $1 a piece. And no, I'm not encouraging on buying these. I only bought these just to show an example. And I bought these back, I was planning to do a video similar to this, like for some other deal. Long story there. But what it is a light. See, I was living at my old house when I got these. And this SpongeBob here had a light stick that goes with it, but when I was moving up here, it had broke and I had to throw it away because you don't want to bring junk up to a new place. And that's really what I want to talk about. This is supposed to light up, but it don't. It's a piece of junk, and that's what I want to talk about. Now you're probably wondering, what does SpongeBob and Hello Kitty? What's the whole deal about that? What are you mentioning about that? Well, let's just say this. The first 4 products I showed y'all, the plushes, and the 2 figures I showed y'all. These 4 products actually are different from these 2 things here. And what that is they're rip-offs. They're nothing but rip-off products of them. Like I said, I paid $1 a piece for them, and usually whenever you pay $1 a piece or $1 or something, that dollar usually goes straight to Hasbro or whatever company that owns the toys, or for this case, Viacom and Nickelodeon would probably get SpongeBob's, and Hello Kitty, it would go to Sanrio. But these right here, these are actually rip-off toys. These aren't the real deal. The reason I know that is because, one, the packaging that they came in, I wish I still had the original packaging to show you, but I don't. It had no kind of license, had no kind of, product that says, oh, this is Hello Kitty, owned by Sanrio, or SpongeBob owned by Nickelodeon and Viacom. No year, nothing. It was just basically a plastic thing and a cardboard with some kind of letters on it, probably Japanese or something. I'm not sure, but point being, it is fake. These products are fake, and I do not encourage it, because when you buy these things, you're pretty much just taking money from the real companies that make them. Like, for example, if you look on the back of these, on the back of this right here and the back of this right here, there's no license. There's nothing that says Sanrio. There's nothing that says Viacom. No year. Just pretty much it's crap. Now, this Hello Kitty here, it was a light stick. It had a see, it don't even work. And often when you find these rip-off toys, these terrible. I mean, these things are poorly painted. You can see like parts of the paint. They're always terrible quality, and they never last probably more than a day, if even that. Probably a day if you're lucky. You can usually find them at flea markets and pawn shops, and places that specialize in that stuff. Which I wouldn't go there. You wouldn't catch me dead in one of them stores. Because. Well, it's not. I hear it all the time. I hear it's illegal. I can't say for sure if it is or not, but I think it's illegal because, well, what you're seeing right here is bootleg. This is bootleg crap. And really, if you're starting out on collecting, if you're, I'm a collector. I'm not the biggest collector in the world, as y'all know, but I'm not the dumbest one either. And the one thing about it, for those of y'all that don't know, if y'all are starting out on collecting, don't really know much about it, I'm not calling you dumb, I'm just saying, if you're really starting to learn the whole deal of trading, like, oh, okay, I'm wanting to buy, let's say, like what I mainly get into is like My Little Pony and, stuff like that. You gotta watch out. That is one thing you gotta have to watch out for, is the rip-offs. Like, if it don't say anything about Hasbro, if it don't say anything about My Little Pony in general, or any kind of copyright, the hub, or whatever, if it don't have it, it's no good. It's rip-off. It's what I was watching a YouTube series that the guy talked about this kind of stuff, and he referred to these toys as dark side toys. Dark side toys. Look. And like I said, they're really, like, some of them are really expensive. It amazes me with how often you see them and how much they usually cost. Like, these here are $1 a piece. $2. I had a glow stick with SpongeBob, but of course, like I said, it broke. Here's what it would look like. Things are so bad, you can take them apart. Look at this. What is this? Looks like something out of a science fiction movie. That's what it looked like, only except SpongeBob's was red, I believe. Or maybe this, I don't even remember. Let alone, But, yeah, this right here. We'll zoom this in a little, or try to. See these? This is the face of deception. These are the faces of deception and greed. It's so poorly painted, it's just garbage. That's all it is. Even this thing don't even work anymore. There's no little tag in there that prevents it from lighting up. It's already kind of cracked on the end there. This is what you get out here. As opposed to the real quality stuff, as it reads on the back of this, Hello Kitty, it says 1976-2013 Sanrio Company. And this is from McDonald's, but it still has a official license on it. And the SpongeBob one here says 2005 Viacom International Inc. Made in China. It's showing that this was actually licensed. It's showing that this is an official SpongeBob toy. And the same goes with these plushes I have. These are official. These are the real deal. This is a T-White Beanie Baby that has Hello Kitty on it. It says, you can never have too many friends. It says Hello Kitty by Sanrio, 1976. This was from 2009. Showing that this is authentic. But with these, nothing is written on them. Absolutely nothing. It's just garbage. So if you're starting out in collecting, or even if you're still in collecting, and you don't have an awareness of these products that are around, just keep your eyes peeled for them, because they will they show up everywhere, it seems like. Even in like Dollar Generals and places like that. I mean, I've seen them. I mean, I got these at a local pawn shop. It's like they just snuck their way in there. Like, oh, look, we made these products, and I mean, some sucker is going to buy them. And I guess, you know, and I see it even at flea markets. I see people spending over $60, up to $70, maybe even up to $100 in buying this kind of crap. But yeah, this is. I mean, I just feel like taking this back to that pawn shop and just shoving it back in the guy's face who sold it to me. But no, I have something better in mind. Just to show you the cheap quality. I mean, I can already say that, you know, you can take it apart here. Look at this. It's just garbage. There's no license. I mean, even inside of it. I mean, I wouldn't even use this thing as something to spit in. I mean, it's just that much of crap. So I'm about to really put these to good use. I mean, and besides, I mean, look at the detailing on this. Look at this Hello Kitty. Look at the face. Look at the face on that. And then look at the face on this one. If y'all can see that. I mean, if y'all can, I apologize. I'm hoping this lighting situation. But pretty much, y'all can tell the difference between the real Hello Kitty, because the eyebrows are the... I guess those are supposed to be whiskers. I mean, why is the whiskers on her eyes? I mean, the whiskers are supposed to be... It's just so poorly made. SpongeBob, his mouth is like a brownish color actually, but they got him in like a red. It's almost like his mouth is bleeding. It's real nasty looking. And I'm about to demonstrate for y'all how I feel about this. I'm about to show you just what well, quote unquote dark side toys, just see just how much they really are worth. Alright. As y'all can see right here, this is great. This is quality crap. This is all just, you know, big money. Look at it. Cords and wires and stuff. I mean, how is this even remotely safe for kids? I mean, this is a bunch of bull crap. I mean, look at the Hello Kitty. Look how damaged it is now. This is how fast it takes to damage one of these little black market toys. This is what this is. That's all crap right there. So if you're out collecting, if you're starting out in collecting, you know, you're starting to buy things, keep your eyes peeled for these fake products. You know, they'll also try to get you with a pill too. Like, the boxes will look great. I mean, the more, you know, the more better, you know, is the way they look at it. Like, you'll see Avengers on it, it'll look like a regular old product, but it's just crap. That's simply what it is. But, again, this is Vinyll Thrash. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it really opens the eyes of people who do not know, and I hope it helps, because this stuff appears everywhere. Well, like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. Bro Hoof.